Hey y'all,
Welcome back
to the channel. Yes, honey.
I know you fucking lying.
Okay then.
Hey y'all. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Yes, y'all. Welcome back. We are back with another review. This is Basketball Wives LA. This is episode 6. Make sure y'all got y'all tequila and y'all boost and get ready for it. Get ready.
Let's get into it.
Yes.
Okay, you going?
Is you going? Is me going? Jackie talks to Jen about if she's gonna go on this girls trip to Arizona because of Clayana. Jen still don't know. We'll see if Jen show her ass up. Brittany, Clayana, and Vanessa go shopping for the trip, and they talking about the cooking class and how Brittany and Clayana felt like everybody was fake and they had different energy and all that shit like that. If y'all want to know the whole spiel about it, go look at the last review. But either way, Vanessa asked her like, "Why did you come? It seemed like you came in with a mood. What was the problem?" And Brittany was saying, "Well, I received the text from Clayana," and Vanessa was like, "Well, who was talking about Brittany?" Nobody was talking about Brittany other than Brittany being the fuck late. So I don't even know why Clayana messaged you some shit. I really want to know what she said. But that's why Brittany came in with the mood because she was told that they was talking shit. And let's see.
Clayana felt that Vanessa should have spoke to Brittany at the event instead of texting her afterwards. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. To tell somebody when they should address somebody.
Exactly.
If you don't like it, it doesn't matter because she ain't talking to you.
Period.
You were spoken to. You were there on time.
Exactly.
She would have been spoken to had she been there on time.
Exactly.
You starting shit, Clayana, and I'm starting to see why you had issues in the first motherfucking episode that you was on. This is a part of the problem. You coming in like you have some type of entitlement that like somebody owe you something.
Exactly.
And bitch, we don't even know who the fuck you are.
At
even
all.
after you done said whoever this the baby daddy is and all of his fucking accolades. Nobody still know who the fuck you are.
Sit down like he's just so reputable. Y'all should know about
Girl,
me.
We don't fucking know him and we don't know you. And you doing too motherfucking much that nobody wants to get to know you.
Honest, that don't nobody care. Vanessa, you talking too much too. She tells them about that Jen being scammed or whatever, and she also tells them about the info that she found out on Christian, Jen's new boyfriend, which it was none of their fucking business.
Vanessa, you was trying to do that to smooth things over because they called you out about not keeping the same energy when you are around Brooke and Jackie. You put that shit in there to smooth shit over to make them feel like, oh, you know, you really are cool with them so much so that you giving them information on somebody else. This just goes to show how fucking messy you are. You don't have any type of allegiance to none of these fucking women because you're talking about each of them behind their backs. So you, my dear, you would not be a friend of mine, ho. I don't like no bitch running and telling it.
I can't do that either. I can't do that either. But yeah, that's what they talk about. And they talk about a whole pecking order in basketball. They didn't mention this before in other episodes. Clayana doesn't give a fuck about a pecking order. I think there is in a lot of communities an order of seniority, you know, who's married to who, how long they've been together, and all this stuff like that.
Who's the go-to couple about relationship or marriage advice?
Exactly, which would be Jackie in this whole situation. But Clayana don't feel that way, and she don't give a fuck. And I don't even think Brittany gives a fuck. You can tell hoes who really ain't a part of the crew.
Because
you know,
y'all ain't got no man.
Exactly.
If you had a man in that field, you would be wanting to listen to what that woman has to say because you want to be able to see, well, how can I make my shit last longer? How can I make things better for me? So yeah, y'all don't care because y'all currently aren't dating basketball retirees, coaches, staff, in scouts.
Nobody.
You ain't dating nobody in that industry, so no, it doesn't, matter to you. But if you were smart, you would listen
You
because
would.
that bitch Vanessa, I'm pretty sure her husband got friends who got friends who got friends.
Okay.
But y'all bitches ain't using y'all motherfucking friend circle for the right reasons.
Apparently
Just dumb.
not. I can't. I cannot.
Just dumb.
Anywho, so then it moves on to the ladies. They fly out to Arizona. They're taking separate buses and they discuss the Brooke and Brittany issue. So, yeah, they talking about Brooke and Brittany's issue that they had at the skating rinks and them having to be on separate buses, I guess, because of the issue. Evelyn just kind of checks in on Brittany, like, how are you doing? What's going on? And, that was pretty much the bus ride. You,
Yeah, I mean, she ended up talking to her, letting her know, like, hey, since Clayana isn't here, I know that you've been isolating. What's going on? And Evelyn again tells her, like, you started with the body shaming comments first, which is what set Brooke off to say all the things that she said. And, I guess we will see how that turns out.
pretty much. So it moves on to Brittany talking to Giselle, and Cleon is there as well. And pretty much Brittany takes accountability for the issue with Brooke. Because of the conversation she had with her mom earlier that day about the whole arrangements for getting her child, it caused her to drink a little bit more or whatever. And it caused her to, really have an attitude when she got there. And it escalated into what it escalated to with Brooke. And she started to believe that, yeah, maybe she was the one that actually started the whole body shaming. And she wants to genuinely have a conversation with Brooke and let her know her feelings about that because she does not condone the body shaming. She went through a lot when she had her child, and she don't feel comfortable in her skin and whatnot. So
Most of the time, when people have insecurities about stuff, they always take it out on other people instead of addressing their own personal problems. So I think that's big of Brittany to take some accountability, for how she reacted, whether it was alcohol involved or not.
Right. She also talks to Giselle about how she felt like it was a weirdness between them or whatever, and they were very easily able to get over that. Giselle let her know, like, look, we cool. It was just a lot of confusion that was going on, which it's unnecessary because the people who had the root issues are not the ones that's actually arguing. But whatever. Clayana still feels like everybody was being fake. Giselle was being fake, and she pretty much kind of turns up on Giselle. They turn up on each other, and Brittany's trying to figure out why Clayana is more upset than she is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Clayana, you talking about picking sides, Giselle picking sides, and
Why is it a
what do you?
side?
Why do you want her to be under your ass? Do you want it to be like more of y'all against Brooke and Jackie? Like, what is it? What do you mean when you say pick sides? I think this is very childish of you, Clayana. When you see two people reconciling and listening to one another and trying to
She ain't
resolve
like that.
issues, you got a problem. So that lets me know, yeah, you are very miserable and you want Brittany to stay on the miserable fucking bus with you. Ain't nobody trying to be riding off into motherfucking evil. Like, this is ridiculous. You can't see that two people are trying to reconcile and you still want to keep drama going. Oh, well, she talked behind your back. Okay, well, Brittany says, yes, I said some mean things about you, Giselle, because I thought that were picking sides and I spoke badly about you, and I want to apologize to you about that. Oh, that ain't good enough for Clayana, because Clayana wants y'all to duke it out.
Yes, indeed.
Girl, people is over this fighting shit, and you need to be over it too.
You're too damn old, honey.
Too
Come on
fucking
now.
old.
It moves on. Jen, she winds up showing, and her and Evelyn they walking around. So Jen did come her ass on this trip. Vanessa, it moves on to Vanessa, telling Jackie about the conversation that she had with Clayana and Brittany when they went out shopping or whatever, and how Clayana had an issue with how Clayana had an issue with the ladies after cooking class, felt like everybody was fake, and just telling her the shit that they were talking. Jackie don't like that. Y'all know once Jackie hear that somebody had her name in their mouth, she's what? And she was just saying she had known sooner because she probably wouldn't have invited Clayana.
Period. Because this is supposed to be a fun trip, and ain't
Right.
nobody got time to be coming to address no problems with a grown ass fucking woman who act like she can't be cordial.
Pretty much. It moves on to Brittany going to talk to Brooke. She takes full accountability for the issue. She lets her know what she was dealing with earlier that day that kind of led to her being a little antsy and whatever, drunk and sloppy on that day. And she just apologizes and accepts accountability for starting that whole issue up and body shaming her and all of that. And I thought it was nice because she came in off the rip. I want to go ahead and let you know that pretty much I apologize. I accept accountability. It was no excuses. She just off the rip, I accept accountability. And I liked it that. And in return, Brooke invited her to her birthday party.
I like that she asked Brooke, like, who was you referring to when you came in and said bitches is on thin ice? That was great that you got some clarity and know that it wasn't you who she was talking about. I actually thought she was talking about Jackie. I didn't know she was talking about Vanessa because Evelyn wasn't there. So I guess that let us know that you really wasn't feeling Vanessa at the time, Brooke, because nobody knew anything about that. We thought you was talking about Jackie. So it's good that you clarified that. And I do too like that you took accountability and then also explained everything that you had going on. You didn't come in with your excuses.
Exactly.
You came in with just genuinely apologizing,
Right.
but then to explain
Why
your level of
Yeah.
alcohol intake was a great plus as well. That lets you know that you're being vulnerable and genuine in that situation.
I also think you that's a good communication
tactic.
Yes, yes. Yeah. I think it's good. You do therapy. That's good. It's Brooke's birthday party, and they're pretty much having a good time. They drinking and all that stuff like that. Everybody shows up. And then eventually Clayana shows up at the end with a negative ass attitude. It seemed like she didn't even come over and say happy birthday to Brooke. I mean, say happy birthday to Brooke or anything. She didn't say
speak
nothing.
To nobody.
Nobody
you just
at all.
came in and sat the fuck down. Again, you are walking into a room without speaking and being respectful.
Like
somebody invited you to a party and you knew that it was a party. I don't give a fuck if somebody had me legs cocked wide open or if I'm dropping it like it's hot. You come over and you say happy birthday, girl, and then you say your pleasantries to everybody else as well. You don't just come into a party and have a motherfucking seat hole. That's not how it goes.
And that's exactly what you did, which is a part of the reason why you having the issues that you have. And like, girl,
because you think somebody's supposed to come to you, speak
got a
to
complex. You have a complex that you need to work on.
The audacity.
It's ridiculous. Jackie pulls her ass to the side to have a conversation with her based off of the conversation that she had with Vanessa earlier that day about the shit that she was talking. And Jackie just pretty much wanted to reiterate to her, like, look, in this world, it is a hierarchy. And this is how things happen. And it was a conversation about hierarchy, and then it turned into pretty much Clayana saying that they fake, they full of shit. Vanessa comes over there. It turns into a whole thing. Eventually everybody else comes over there, and Clayana is trying to put Vanessa on Front Street, saying that Vanessa talking about everybody, and she talked about Brooke, and she talked about you, and da 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 da. And Brooke want to know, well, what was said about me? What was said about me? Clayana talking about she got receipts, but can't pull the receipt out.
You had your phone where you were supposed to be pulling out receipts of Vanessa talking shit about Brooke and other ladies, right?
No receipts.
You pulled out your phone, you reading off text messages where y'all saying have a good day, how you doing, what's going on, the weather is nice, Bitch, where is the part where you said that she was talking about
Oh,
Brooke?
well, we be on the phone too. Well, why you trying to show us
Why
text messages
did you
then?
try to show text messages?
Cause you full of
Because
shit.
you're the one that's full of
You
shit.
full of
You're the
shit.
one that's fake.
Yes.
Because if you wanted to tell anybody in the group about somebody else talking badly about them, you had ample amount of opportunity to do
And
that
did.
rather than to do that at somebody's birthday party.
Exactly.
What you did was try to deflect because Jackie called you out on your fucking behavior and how rude you are and how you may have a wall up and you're guarded and you're not really letting the women in and trying to get to really, really know people.
Because you're not.
And instead of you saying, well, I'm this way because of X, Y, and Z, you're like, yeah, I am guarded because y'all bitches is fake. Well, when you want to call somebody fake, you need to be able to call it out because at this point, all of these ladies is definitely going to step for themselves. So when you saying something about somebody, you need to have your receipts, and you had none.
You so freaking jaded at this point. It's ridiculous. Like you could tell that whoever you was in a relationship with, like I guess when you probably tried to insert yourself around in that world and probably be around his team's players, women, wives, or whatever, they probably outcasted your ass. I'm I'm starting to think you might have started off as a side chick and then came into a girlfriend.
You outcasted yourself because I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
if you come in with this attitude, I'm pretty sure you
it's
came with the same attitude when you met them ladies in the league.
and that's you need to learn how to work well with us.
You don't.
That's what
And you
what you need to
don't.
come down to. It got heated. She had her finger up in Brooke's face. You know, Brooke, don't put your finger in my face. And Brooke threw the drink in the face. They ain't get the fighting, but it's heated now at this point. So I guess we're gonna see what happens next episode.
Child, and Clayana, for you, as Jackie is asking you about this whole hierarchy situation and you not really understanding the basketball world, you're like, well, I didn't give out my baby father's accolades. That was Brittany.
Said, she said, Brittany said, her, don't nobody know your man or his accolades but you. So why the fuck Brittany finna bat for yo baby daddy because he not your man?
And they clearly showed a clip
Of you
of
talking about his
you
accolades.
talking about
Like
his
you've done
accolades.
before.
You've done this in another scene
With
before.
Jen, I think, too.
Nobody cares,
You don't
girl.
even know
And the
his
fact
name.
that you are put on the hot seat and you still want to blame other people
I can't.
instead of taking accountability yourself, you should have took a page from Brittany's book and learned how to say, yeah, I said that, and I was explaining to them because he has this that I was still able to be in certain rooms. I was still able to talk to certain people. I still had friendship with like that was your time to say all of those things rather than blame it on somebody else and say somebody else said it. So now we find out that you're a liar.
You a liar, yes.
And then for two, we find out that you're messy because you listening to shit and then waiting until you're put in the hot seat to throw somebody else under the bus. That's a shiesty ass bitch. And for three, we already know you miserable. And I said what I said.
I surely hope this your last season. This need to be
I
your
don't
last
think
episode,
so.
really.
You're not getting along with any other ladies enough for me to want to see you.
I don't even
and
want
find out what you got going on. I wanted to know more about you, but you too busy wanting to cause drama. And I don't have time for that, fool.
Cause drama at a table that you ain't even invited to. You just sat down and all people asked was, who are you? Oh no, the world ended because don't nobody know who you are. It's like this whole situation started off of asking, who is this woman?
We didn't
who
know.
decided to come sit the fuck down at a table?
They didn't know. Nobody knew.
It's stupid, y'all.
You should have been mad at fucking production instead of being mad at everybody else because maybe they could have briefed them on who you were.
Okay, because we still ain't got your damn introduction confessional.
All we know is that your baby daddy was in the league or whatever and all of his accolades, but who are you, ma'am?
I'm starting to think your baby daddy because I noticed this episode they started blocking
Bleeping
out
his
his name. Yeah, you noticed that shit too. So he must be the reason why you don't have an introduction confessional. He has to be because you're gonna have to tell us who he is, how long you known him, whatever the situation is, and he must have said, "Don't say my motherfucking name."
Yeah, I mean, you could have. She still could have did an introduction. Like, hi, I'm Fayana. I have a daughter from a previous relationship with a former basketball or current basketball star, and I currently am in whatever field, and I'm here in LA trying to meet new ladies and build new friendships because things didn't work out. Just something about like you didn't even introduce yourself well enough. All we know, we didn't met your fucking cousin and everything, and still don't know who the fuck you are.
You ain't planning no parties,
You
no
ain't doing
events.
you coming to the damn party with the drama. Bitch, what do you have going on? I ain't seen the kid either. Okay? So you too busy not wanting to say, these women are non-genuine, and you talking about Vanessa's clothes. You claim that Vanessa was the one that said that Brooke looked like a blow-up doll. Well, shit, she do. She's a pretty blow-up doll, though.
She's very pretty.
Very beautiful skin, very nice, beautiful hair. And if you like the voluptuous body, then very nice, beautiful body. You know
It's
what I'm
just
saying?
the ass that be throwing you off a little bit
Yeah,
from
and
certain
she's
angles.
very in shape.
Oh
You
yeah.
can tell she works out. So yeah, that ass might not be assing with the rest of the body because everything is toned, but the ass is toned too. It's just sit out a little far.
Too much
You know
for
what I'm saying?
that.
So
Yeah.
and if Vanessa did say that, you obviously had agreed to it because you just now bringing the shit up now. You letting us know that you was condoning bitches talking about bitches' bodies. And it's the first time you brought this shit up, and we've been talking about body shaming the whole episode.
Y'all, please get in them comments. Let us know what y'all think about this episode. Definitely let us know what y'all think about this episode. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow,
Comment,
comment.
share.
Yes, on all social media networks. That's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Hit us up. We everywhere, y'all.
Yes, make sure y'all get into some tequila time and shadows too, because it's definitely be a vibe
Sure
once the
is.
tequila gets to hit.
And do. And I guess we're going to see y'all in the next review.
Bye.
Peace.